everybody. Good morning, YouTube. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is blessed. Happy Sunday, happy Sabbath, and remember that God rested on the seventh day. So, I released about the GFI and about being serrated down there and why. So I wanted to teach about GFI and the different variations of GFI. There's different types. So my camera phone won't flip around when I'm filming for YouTube. So I'm going to have to turn the phone completely around in order for you to see it. So this is types of FGM. Female genital mutilation. Parts are removed and stitches. Okay, so this is how I learned what happened. So this is type 1, female genital mutilation. This is type 1. This is type 2. This is where they cut the clitoris. This one right here is where they cut the clitoris and the inside labia. On type 3, they cut the labia and they stitch the vagina all the way down on type 3. On type 4 is the burning. They burn the clitoris and piercing it with a needle and piercing it with a I guess that's a earring, but they pierce the clitoris with a needle and they burn it. So you have type 1, type 2, type 3, and type 4 FGMs. And they burn it, they pierce it with the needles, and all of that stuff. So, the law on FGM. So the law is, what is the law in UK around FGM? UK forbids FGM completely. But those right there are mainly the states that are affected by FGM in the red. Or the countries, I should say. The countries. So then, if I close this one down and I go back, so this is what it would look like. Well, never mind. It's going to bring up the article. Trying to bring up the picture. So this is type 1 with the clitoris, type 2, type 3, or type 2, type 3 where they stitch it and leave a little hole, and then this is the other type 5 where they stitch it down and just leave a little hole. These two you can't even, it hurts to urinate with. These leave you where you can still urinate and have sex. These two right here is painful to urinate, and the most severe, in a lot of cases, women die. A lot of cases, women die. So this is kind of like what FGM looks like. This is what it looks like before, and this is what it looks like after. And this is the actual surgical reconstruction. They can have surgical reconstruction to reconstruct the female genital mutilation. Um, and that's what it looks like on a Haitian female. And those are the weapons that they use for female genitalization: a knife, scissors, sticks, these blade things. That's what is used to FGM women, predominantly in Hades. Look how bloody those tools are. Look how bloody those tools are. And females are fighting now in Hades and in Somalia and everything against FGM's mutilation. But to these women, it's normal. It's cultural to these women, the Haitians and them. It's normal to them. So I wanted to show something that I just found. Let's see. So, so those are the tools that they use, and it's like really, really sad. Wait, about to drop my phone. But that's what they do to Haitian women, and the Haitian man that was in there did it, and it's against the law in the United States to do it. And it's not accepted. So that's what they did, and that's what FGM looks like. And those are the different stages of FGM and things that they do, and it's very, very painful. And there is no anesthetic. I was lucky they gave me an anesthetic and put me to sleep when they mutilated me. They said because it was more humane treatment to put me to sleep than to do it while I was awake. And plus, I would scream. So, that's why they chose to sedate me. He said that they sedated me so I wouldn't know what was going on or like what was happening. And this is the another blade that they use on the clitoris. It's a box cutting like blade they use to cut the clitoris. And Trista Howard and them kept saying that they wanted me to have painful sex for a year or like whatever, but that I can still have sex because of the one that they did, but it just hurts. Um, with that. And then I got to go to the gynecologist, Eagles Landing gynecologist on the January 23rd to see about having a full-blown hysterectomy because FGM, hold on, let's see if I can get this turned around. FGM stock photos and pictures of endometriosis. So, endometriosis can also be caused as a result of FGM. So, yeah. So, I got to see about having a full blown hysterectomy. Ovaries and all have to be taken out. So, to help, that'll help alleviate some of my stomach pain. Not all of it, because John Hopkins still has to fix my abdominal cavity, but it will help alleviate some of the pain down there and all of this and everything. So, I don't know. And then, like, I'm writing the book, but I'm writing the second book, like, as it's going. So, like, I haven't gotten to the end yet, because the end for me hasn't happened yet. Like, I haven't started healing. I haven't started getting to the good stuff. Like, where, like, I'm, rebuilding, and, I'm thriving, and I'm more at peace, and, like, the nightmare's over. Like, I'm out of, the whole circus, and I made it through and to all the way to the end, and getting fixed and everything. So there's Bed of Deception. Let's see, I write on Dabble. But I always use Dabble. I love Dabble, y'all. I'll use it for all of my books. So I have Bed of Deception, No Ordinary Love Story, a true crime. That is the one that I just printed. Magnolia Bay, the torture. That goes into the torture and the detail that I went through at Magnolia Bay. But I'm also writing it to where, like, all the way to the end, to where I get surgery and the aftermath. This book is supposed to be more about the aftermath and, more in detail of what led up to the FGM and all of that stuff for everybody to understand, because I'm a white girl and it is unheard of for a white girl to be FGM'd. It's usually just Haitians and Somalian women and all. I think I'm like the first white woman in history that has ever went through FGM and can tell you about it. And I lived to tell you about it. And there are a lot of women who die because of FGM. So, my first book had 12 chapters. So, the 12 chapters and everything just kind of illustrates and paints the picture of what originated. So, Magnolia Bay is more in depth about what was all involved behind the scenes